In the realm of Alkrobria, where reality bends like the bottom of an empty tankard, the most renowned event in the history of drinking and dungeon crawling takes place: the Games of Beer and Quests. This is not your average festival. It's not even a proper competition. It's a cross-dimensional recruitment event, a spectacular test of wit, drunkenness, and storytelling, orchestrated by none other than the Green and the Golden Dragon, ancient beings who, for reasons no scholar has successfully deciphered, decided to enter the modern job market through LinkedIn. The Green Dragon is a certified HR sorcerer and meditation guru with a passion for crystals and pyramid schemes. The Golden Dragon is a career coach, self-help bestseller ghostwriter, and self-declared monarch of motivational speaking. Together, they run a high-risk, high-inebriation job fair where your performance is judged on your ability to chug ale, solve eldritch riddles, and possibly freestyle battle a necromancer. The rules? Form a group of 3. Chug a dangerous amount of beer, step into a portal, complete a quest before time runs out. If you fail, the dragons will either devour you or let you live, if you entertain them enough. Singing, dancing, sobbing poetically, all valid options. But if you succeed, glory, riches, fame, verified social media accounts, exclusive sponsorship deals, and eternal bragging rights await. Adventurers come from all corners of Alkrobria, a realm as diverse as it is completely unhinged. From enchanted megacities to cursed suburbs where time runs backward on Tuesdays, everyone wants a shot at fame, especially those with nothing to lose. Our story begins in the smoky, regret-soaked taverns of the kingdom of Rupertinus, a place so thoroughly forgotten by the gods that even plague avoiders swipe left on it. In a bar called the Spittoon's End, 3 societal leftovers, armed with nothing but questionable dreams and a great deal of alcohol, stumbled into an accidental alliance. First was the barbarian, a muscular mountain of a man, who, due to excessive meditation and fermented root juice, had become a pacifist philosopher. He believed in inner peace, outer drinks, and that war was simply a communication issue between misunderstood swords. Second, the elven influencer. She had the charisma of a bar stool and a magical crystal lens that distorted her face into a taxidermy project. Desperate for fame, but unwilling to sell morally compromising foot pics, she'd been stuck at 213 followers for 3 years. Third, the bard. Or, as he introduced himself, MC Tavern Drop. He was convinced the world was ready for tavern rap, or tap hop, as he called it. No one else was convinced. None of them remembered how the night started. All of them remembered waking up next to a stained menu on which their drunken pinky swears were sealed in spilled mead. We'll enter the games. We'll become legends. We'll be famous, beautiful, and possibly moderately stable. And then, silence, followed by a sound so cursed it could only be bardic in nature.
We couldn't afford no plan, no pact, no sober mind. But legends are born when fate's unkind. In a tavern where hangovers write your fate, an oath was sworn before it was too late. 3 drunkards, 1 shared dream full of alien schemes. Off to Alkrobria with nothing but memes. War called me out, but I said nah. Peace, spear, and internal spa. Why swing a sword when you can sing? Nor ponder deeply over everything. When I portal in, I'll bring no harm. Just some Lao Tzu quotes and disarming charm. My camera's cursed, my lightning's a sin. No filter can hide the chaos within. I tried to post, I tried to pose, but all I got were trolls and no's. No shady photos, no thirst traps here. Just raw ambition and a lens full of fear. Got no mic, but got the beat. Freestyling, drunk in every street. I spit bars mid-quest, slay slimes with rhyme. One day my mixtape's gonna transcend time. No loot, no harp, just spittin' soul. One tavern at a time, I'll rock this roll. In a tavern where hangovers write your fate, an oath was sworn before it was too late. 3 drunkards Alkrobria with nothing but memes. We ain't got armor, we ain't got gold, but we got stories wild and bold. We'll fight with flair, we'll rhyme with rage and scream our saga off every stage. So here's our toast, our noble end to every misfit freak and friend. Raise your glass, let quest begin. Even legends start with gin.
The next morning, hungover and holding mugs of regret, they were greeted by a floating magical ad, an official invite from the dragons themselves. Congratulations, you've been registered for the Games of Beer and Quest's trademark. Team name, The Marginal Marvels. Portal number, 12. Destination, intoxication and probable doom. No weapons, no plan, just vibes, and possibly food poisoning. At the Dragon's Grand Arena of Trials, they joined a queue of warriors, spellcasters, cursed accountants, and a troll who claimed to be an herbal life coach. Everyone was clutching a giant tankard. "Drink it all," the announcer said, "and when the last drop hits your liver, the portal opens." They drank. The portal gurgled open.
Raise your marks and feel those fools. To quest, regret the broken rules. One pint of courage, two to fear. Let's see who disappears this year. Chug your ale and walk the light. Might be dead, might be alright. Solve a quest, impress the crowd, or get eaten and dragons don't allow doubt. Drink it down, then face your doom. The portal opens, make some room. One bad joke or bardic blunder, and you'll be dragon food by thunder. Elven queen with a glitchy cam, trying hard for that sponsor spam. Took a selfie with a sparkle spell, but the portal just showed her bathroom shelf. Hashtag blessed, she tried to say, but the dragon laughed and flew away. Nice outfit, sure, but stats are grim. Where's your growth rate? Your algorithm. Barbarian floats in a half-lotus stance, eyes half closed in an ale-fueled trance. Confused the beer with a mug of chai, started humming hymns to the sky. Sir, that's detox tea you're sipping. Ah, no wonder I'm spiritually tripping. With fists like anvils, thoughts like wind, he bowed to the dragon and totally grinned. Jumped in with a rhyme so wild, dragon's paused mid-snack and actually smiled. He freestyled tales of slimes and stew, rhymed lich with itch and blade with flu. Should we roast him or let him jam? His timing's bad, but he's got some glam. He dropped the mic, a spoon in fact, and moonwalked into a bardic pact. Chug your ale and walk the light. Might be dead, might be solve a quest, impress the crowd, or get eaten, dragons don't allow doubt. Face the madness, chase the flame. This ain't a hobby, it's a game. Laugh or die, there's no in-between. At the beer fest ruled by scaly queens. Sip for courage, two for the show. Three if you're unsure, four if you know that fate is a tavern and death's just a gig, and dragons adore when you dance like a pig. So if you're called to the portal's door and you've got no gear, no gold, no lore, just drink and dream and dodge your doom at the sacred twisted beer festival of doom.
The team landed in a fog-drenched valley. Their first quest? Convince the grammar witch to edit a cursed monolith covered in historical typos. As per dragon law, bad grammar angers the worms. The witch was, in fact, a disgruntled editor who'd snapped after centuries of correcting your and your. She now hunted down sentence fragments with magical wrath. The only solution? An impromptu musical apology.
In the valley of fog and typal despair lives a witch with a grammar-fueled glare. One wrong tense, one botched clause, and she'll summon dragons without pause. Write with me as one wrong word, and dragons lose it, haven't you heard? Forget your commas, forget your fate. The grammar witch decides your state. Say you're great instead of your. She'll turn your bones into metaphor. Barbarian stands, chest full of pride, holds up a sign with errors inside. I can't has quest, it boldly read. The witch just stared, her cheeks turned red. Where's your subject-verb agreement, bro? He blinked. Lao Tzu wrote more with less flow. Your ignorance is not divine, she roared, then cursed his axe to only speak in metaphors. Elf draws letters with glitter and glow. Her cursive curls like a bardic show. I always spell free form, she claimed aloud. I use no rules, I stand unbowed. The witch cringed as colons wept, but dragons paused, their judgments kept. She's bold, they said, and writes with flair. At least one side she proofreads with care. The bard stepped up with swagger and grin, holding verses carved on parchment skin. He rhymed apostrophe with distress, then followed with a pun on possess. He dropped a sonnet missing all its verbs, and misused semicolons in epic curves. The witch was frozen, stunned, not mad. He's so grammatically wrong, it's rad. Write with me as one wrong word, and dragons lose it, haven't you heard? Abuse your tenses, misspell the threats, and you'll be roasted like a student in debt. Say their stuff when you mean there, and you'll be toast, so say a prayer. This isn't school, this is survival. Your syntax is your sword, your preposition's primal. One misplaced comma, one split infinitive, and she'll turn your soul into a subtext derivative. So heed this tale, ye brave and bold. Before you write, think what's told, or risk your fate, your final breath, to the witch who chooses grammar or death.
And so, the marginal marvels completed their first quest, not by wit, nor skill, nor heroic action, but by being so spectacularly bizarre that the dragons couldn't decide if they should be destroyed or monetized.